Have you ever asked somebody, hey, what's your story? Tell me a little bit more about you. And then let them give you a play-by-play of what their life is like? Well, this is Minutspirations, and today's topic, what's your story? So what if I asked you that? What a great exercise that would be. How would you respond? Would you write something down? What would that person that's reading or listening to what you have to say think about your story and your life? So I've talked to a lot of folks about this and posed that question, and it's interesting. Some think they take a passive role, kind of like the cart is dragging the horse. The story's written and they're running behind. Others take a more active role, like the horse pulling the cart. So they are creating the story as they go. They change it as they want because truly, we are the authors of our story. Here's a cool example too. I had a buddy of mine, somebody asked him, hey, tell me about your workouts. He goes, you know what? I'm not a guy that works out. That's his story now. A couple of weeks later, he joins a gym, had the same question posed to him, and he said, I work out 3 times a week. Boom, there you go. Changing his story and changing himself. Here's another example. So my daughter is a volleyball player, and I was a volunteer to say, I'm going to volunteer and be a line judge. So I went in, watched a couple videos because evidently there's more than just out or in, right? So I learned that stuff, ran through, did my first game, and at the end I asked the referee, I said, so tell me, how could I be even better next time? And he kind of chuckled, he smiled, and he said, keep at it. And I said, well, what I hear you saying is, I just need to do some reps. And he goes, you just do need to do some reps, right? What I saw, it took me a minute to process and put my hand up. So if you watched me driving down the road last week, you might have seen me driving like this and my finger goes up because I was visualizing with eyes wide open the ball hitting just outside the line and then raising my flag. That's all it took. Now, I'm a line judge. Change your life, change your story. Make today great. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.